Please be seated. The human face is very important. To remember someone is to remember the face. When you can't picture the face, the person becomes a shadow. It is amazing the different expressions that can be seen on the human face. That is why faces are such an interesting study. The face always reveals who we are and what life has done for us. This explains why we use the word face so much in talking about others. We say, "You should have seen her face when I said this." In other words, on the face we can read what people are feeling inside, how they really are, whether they are sad or happy, shocked or indifferent. We talk about losing face and saving face. Here, what is at stake is a person's reputation. We may say that a person is two-faced. This is a various thing to say about anyone. It implies that they are deceitful. And we may say that people are faceless. This implies that they are hiding behind others or behind the system and are too cowardly to come out from the shadows and take responsibility for their actions. Each of us has many faces. At different times, we wear the face of happiness or sadness, courage or fear, peace or unrest, hope or despair, weariness or relaxation, joy or pain, and friendship or hostility. There is nothing to be ashamed of. There is nothing to be ashamed of in all of this. It is part of being human. The only thing we should be ashamed of is a false face. These other faces are all real. They tell the truth, whereas a false face tells a lie. Why is it that people are reluctant to let their real face, that is their real self, be seen? Why do they often insist on putting on a mask? Is it that they are afraid to be seen in their weakness? Hence the need always to wear a smile, even when they are crying inside. We are told that on the mountain, Jesus' face shone like the sun. It is a mistake to think that this was the real face of Jesus. What the apostles saw was real. It did reveal something of his inner glory that at other times was hidden from them. But to say that it was the real face of Jesus implies that all the other faces he wore were not real, which means that they were false. The face Jesus showed on the mountain was a very special one, but it was not his only face. He had all the faces that we have, except the false ones. At various times, his face showed weariness, disappointment, anger, gentleness, compassion, sadness, fear, anguish, pain, and it was pale and frozen in death. All of these faces were real. Behind all of them lay the person of Jesus, human like us, sin accepted, of course, but also carrying within him the splendor of divinity. This is my beloved Son. Even though the face is called the window of the soul, every face conceals more than it reveals. What is essential about another person remains invisible. Each person remains a mystery. Our own divine greatness, as well as that of others, is hidden from us. We have to live by faith, a faith that assures us that behind the most ordinary human face lies a son or daughter of God, a brother or sister of Jesus, bound for eternal glory. Amen.